I had a $12,000 account and I risked half of it on Apple earnings. I knew it can make me look like a genius or wipe me out. Apple earnings was coming up and Wall Street was acting like it was going to become the second Steve Jobs or Elon Musk. So I started digging deeper. When I say deeper, CIA level. I pulled up SEC filings and past earning trends. And when I saw it, cracks everywhere. You're telling me Apple is worth paying 28 times its earnings for? I don't know. They added titanium borders and tried to upsell it like it was a Bugatti. Come on. It's the same phone. Come on. The recurring money from the App Store and iCloud is stalling. That's like injuring your best athlete on your team. In the playoffs. Now let's talk about the overall economy. Higher interest rates and lower consumer spending. And everybody's betting on earnings like it's 2020. It's not 2020 anymore. The stock go like this, not like this. So this is what I realized. Apple became the last domino. Big funds was buying up Apple to keep it green, and earnings days was a perfect day to unload. And that's what I call liquidation day for headless. So while X and Reddit was screaming calls to the moon, I was quietly setting up a trade that would be able to print or blow my account. And before you say I was gambling, this was a calculated decision, data driven, and if I was right, this would have been art. I started backtesting with Apple and pulled up the last 4 earning calls. I put up price action, options flow, and applied volatility. Basically all of it. And what I found was key. Apple doesn't really explode post earnings unless there's something off with the guidance. So if the revenue and EPS get beat, it doesn't matter. So the revenue doesn't matter. If Tim Cook said that we're gonna have a soft next quarter, the stock would tank. After that, I wanted to keep on digging because I felt like I got something. But now with tariff, there's gonna be a production cut in China. There's a huge demand issue in India. And on top of that, China is putting a lot of pressure on big techs in the US. I felt like nobody was pricing that in. Now, here's the thing. IB was inflated, so premiums was expensive as hell. Like, hella expensive. So with all of my data, I wanted to buy 17 out of the money contracts puts and hope for the best. This was $5,000 on the line, but the risks to reward ratio, I'm telling you, that reward would have been big. If Apple dropped 1%, I would have just been good. And if I was wrong, the account is sliced in half. So what I did was wait until the last minute when volume was spiking with Apple and bought all 17 of my contracts. I look at the contract 20 minutes later. Apple beat their earnings, but the price dropped. Oh my gosh. Apple tanked 3% after hours, so I couldn't sell all of my contracts. I couldn't even see how much money I made, but it was probably like 70-80% of the amount that I put in. After that, I just had one thing going in my mind. I hope this don't get bought up after hours because they may get a good buy. So that thought in my mind kept me up almost all night. The next morning, I sold in panic. I'm not gonna lie. I turned $5,000 into $12,000 overnight. I'm telling you, I love this job. My account went to 12,000 to 20,000 in literally one night, 12 hours. Come on now, that is crazy. After that, I went on live with my community, and then we got a 50% trade winning. Live, all live in my Discord. Come on, life cannot get better. That one trade doubled my account in one night. But let me be clear, this was not luck. This was a calculated decision. It was backed up with a whole bunch of patience and a whole bunch of data. Obviously, hard work is gonna pay off. I wasn't gambling. I was waiting until the last minute where I saw the opportunity to strike and bought my contract at one of the best spots to buy the contract at. See, most traders are emotional, so they trade into fear of missing out and the hype, or taking bad trades because you rushed into it at the beginning, and which they result into losing when sometimes they're right, because they don't understand the game underneath the game. You don't trade to guess, you trade to exploit imbalance. And next time I can teach you how I structure these earning plays. So if you want to stop playing checkers while your competition is playing chess, stick around. This channel will be really good for you.